Hi everybody, Pai-Chan here, and today I'm testing out a new way of recording because the camera that I was using was just a camera that was built into my computer and that was kind of grainy, so I'm trying this out. Well, so let me know what you think about it and for my upcoming few videos. Well, today we're going to be doing a review of the manga series From Far Away by, I know I don't usually say the titles, but this one I'm pretty confident about saying, so I hope I don't butcher it. But it's by Kyoko Hikawa. And as you can see by this one right here, there is, okay, it's being kind of shadowed out, but you can kind of see that this is the final one, and so you can see that there is 14 volumes in this whole thing, and I do own them all. I just decided to bring out 4 of them, the beginning one, the ending one, and 2 from the middle, because that would have been too many to show you guys. Well, first off, I'll talk about the characters, and there is Nariko. Hello, Chitty. Nariko, and I'm not gonna try to say her last name because I'm not quite sure what it is. I could look in there, which I am going to probably for a few of the other characters, but oh well. She, at first, in the very first series, it shows her in a classroom in Japan, and after a few little things happen, she gets sent to the other world where she doesn't know what's going on, or that she was sent there as the awakening, which I'll touch on that a little later. But as things go on, she doesn't know anything, the language, anything. She learns as she goes, and she grows so much as a character by the end. And yes, I am going pretty quick over the overview of this because there's a few characters that I want to talk about, though there's some that I won't. But then there's Izark Kaitaj, another chibi. But oh well, they're cute. But Izark, for short, and okay, go to regular picture. He is the first one that finds her, but at first he seems a bit standoffish and stuff for a very good reason, as you find out through the story. And though as it goes, he winds up getting closer to Miriko until my favorite scene, which I will show you. So I know I forgot to say it, but I'll put the spoiler warning in the beginning before everything because I think I already spoiled a few things. So sorry about that. But he winds up growing, all of them wind up growing all the characters wind up growing tremendously as a person, even if it's just like boom, their character has grown. Well, next are the twins Goya and Zena, and I'm doing this, I don't know which one was which that I put up first or whatever. I might have gotten them confused because like I said, they are identical twins. But I'll talk about Goya first because she's the first one you wind up meeting. She is a warrior of the Greybird tribe in this story, which they're both of the Greybird tribe. They're twins. Of course, they're both of the same tribe. But she is a warrior of there, and she is the one that actually taught Izark swordsmanship. So I think that's kind of cool. And she is more of a mother she's kind of a mother to Izark and Nariko and all that, and to me, I think she's pretty freaking funny. And then there's Goya, who is no, Zena. Sorry about that. Zena, who is a seer, who can, as the name suggests, see the future, and she is very wise because of it. And then there's my favorite character, and his daughter, Agol and Jenna Haas. Oh well, they're cute. Regular picture. There we go. This picture is of them when at the end after the whole story, but I think it's the only good picture there is of her that I can easily get without having to search through a whole bunch. And he is another warrior who winds up helping them along the way with, I would say, about the first half of their journey, right around there. And he helps them, and also he comes in at the end. But his daughter is also a seer who's learning, who needs a little stone as her medium, which for those of you who don't know what that is, it's pretty much a physical object that she channels her powers through so that she can use them. And that's a basic description of a medium for pretty much anything. Well, now that we've talked about the main good guys, let's talk about the bad guys. First we have, and again, like I said, I am drawing a blank on his name. Oh. Okay. Had to double check on another thing in there too. But first there is Ray Chief, another chibi. Ray Chief, okay, who is pretty much the leader of the Free City of Ranka. And yes, I know he does look exactly like Izarg. I noticed that the first time, but he is pretty much the main person controlling the next guy I'm going to be talking about. And pretty much he's the main guy controlling it all. But he is actually being sort of manipulated by pretty much the source of all evil, which sort of goes into some stories about him, sort of doesn't, but this guy is pretty much the complete opposite of a Zark. So it's like two halves of the same coin. But even more so is, and of course I need to check the name again. Kimos Legora. And of course, I promise this will be the last chibi. Kimos. Okay. At first he started, and there it goes into a little bit of his backstory where he was the bodyguard of a guy, but pretty much he is just freaking out for blood. The stronger you are, the more he wants to defeat you. And that's pretty much the sum of his character. And he sort of goes through a little bit of building, and then at the end it's sort of boom. It hits you like a ton of bricks. It pretty much, he grows extremely quickly. His character grows extremely quickly. I'm not going to say what happens after that happens, because unlike the last ones, I want to leave the end as a surprise so that you actually want to pick up this and figure out what happens in the end. Well, next off, let's go for the art, which one thing I like that it does, it shows you a map of the story so far, and this is the 14th one, so this is a full map. It shows you the map on almost all of them. And it tells you, I'm not sure if you were able to see it, but it actually tells you where everything is. With this one, it's not quite lined up, but oh well. And okay, I'm gonna pull out number 7, and this is gonna be a spoiler because I want to show you my favorite scene so that you can see a bit of the artwork. Okay, pull that out. And by the way, this is a spoiler. This is what I was talking about them getting closer. He actually initiated that kiss. So that before this happened, I was rooting for that to happen. That is in all of my in all the love stories and stuff. It is always my favorite part when they kiss for the first time. So I really enjoyed that. And so I didn't say, but I really enjoy the art style. And the 14th one, I'm going to look real quick to see if I can figure out. I'm not sure if it says when it was published, but it was published by Viz Media, by the way. So, here we go. This is where it should be. These were done in 2002. This one was. And that was the 14th volume. So, that's kind of cool. And in my honest opinion, I think this would make. They haven't made an anime of it yet, but I think with the story and everything, it would translate very well into an anime, especially considering there's multiple languages involved in it. They could do. I know this isn't an anime, but they could do sort of like they did with the 13th Warrior, where he learned as he went. And it showed the process, and it kind of showed the process of the character learning the language. So there's that. Now, with a story, like I said, she begins in regular. Oh, I'm not sure what town it says, but with the way that it portrays it. Oh. And it does say that in here. I just glanced over this. It literally says, and I'm quoting this from the book, "This story is pure fiction. Any resemblance to real people, organizations, or incidences is coincidental." So there's that. They cover themselves. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't say where exactly this takes place, where she starts out as. But a few things happen. She is literally blown to the new world. And the first person she meets is Izark, literally running straight into him because she's scared of some monsters. So they go through getting away from them, go through a few things. And after a little while, she learns a bit of the language to where she's okay. And then he leaves her with Goya, goes off thinking he'll be okay. And then some other stuff happens to where they need to meet up again. So he's hoping he can find another place for her to go. But as he's leaving her with Goya, he feels a pain in his chest and he doesn't know what it is. He's not sure about exactly what it is, but when it gets around to where she's sort of in when she's sort of in a safe place, he doesn't just run off again. He feels that he is not ready to let her go again. And that's kind of preluding to the scene that I showed you. And when he gets in when he gets an attack, like sickness attack, everything goes around and he brushes her away, but he lets the others help him. And that's when he says that he is not strong. He is not strong enough. Oh, I'm not completely sure the context, but pretty much he's not strong enough to be kind to Nariko. And then it comes around, he winds up saving her because she winds up getting captured again. And that's when the love confession goes through. So, and it is revealed that she is awakening, and the reason why he was so standoffish to her in the beginning is because he is a sky demon. And it is said that the awakening will awaken the sky demon. So, and whoever does that will be able to control it. So it goes through again where they're just trying to run, not sure what's going on, you know, not sure what they're gonna do, but they just want to stay together because he finally admits to her his feelings. He finally realized what they were, and she had told him his feelings before. It goes like that. It goes through, and they wind up finding other people, and they go through. Finally, when they meet up with another one, a certain guy, he changes their perspective. Because the Sky Demon is supposed to be a force for evil, but he says that he thinks the Sky Demon could be a force for good. And when they get to where they're going completely, they meet up with everybody else, and that is where I'm going to leave you off at. I'm not going to tell you what happens with Chemo's Raid Chief or anything like that, because they come in and they do some stuff with the 13th and 14th manga. And I'm not going to tell you what happens in the end, like I have been a few other times. So I'm going to leave you hanging there so that you'll want to go and watch it yourself. So what would I rate this manga? I would rate it, heck, I've read it 6 times already before I've done this. 6 or 7. I might read it again after this. Well, heck, I'll probably read it again. But I'll give this a 9 out of. I'll actually give it a 9 out of 10. Great story and all that drew me in the very beginning. Pretty much it gave you that big boom and then pulled back a little bit so that it could set stuff up a little bit more. So like I said, I really enjoyed it. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. There are some things that could have been some questions that could have been wrapped up a bit more. But if they did, if they had wrapped this questions up a little bit, it wouldn't have affected the story very much. So that's all. Now, the little anime show and tell thing actually goes along with this, and I don't think I have the book that has the image that it came from, but this was a few years ago, but I actually decided to draw a picture from the manga, which I will have it like over here somewhere so that you can compare. I think I did a pretty good job. And yes, since he is not my character, I did write out his name here and where he is from if it winds up being backwards. I hope it doesn't, but it might wind up being backwards, which will be a bit of a pain. So, as always, my DeviantArt and Twitter account will be down in the description if you want to get a hold of me, and like, comment, and subscribe for more videos coming soon. Well, thanks everybody. See ya!